Hey everyone, welcome back to our Custom Tkinter for Beginners series. This side Rajya Lakshmi Singham. In the last few episodes, we learned how to create a window in Custom Tkinter and also how to add buttons and handle their clicks. And today we are moving one step further. We are going to learn how to create labels because now labels may look super simple, but trust me, they are really powerful. You'll use them in almost every GUI application you build, whether it's like showing instructions or titles or even dynamic values like scores in a game. So, what is a label? Think of label as a piece of text that sits inside your app window. It could be like welcome or even showing numbers, and you can change those numbers as your program runs. Let's go ahead and create our very first basic label in Custom Tkinter. So all you have to do is import Custom Tkinter, and here you're going to create a class. I'm going to create an app, and inside that, let's import the Custom Tkinter dot ct small k, and let's initialize it. Super dot init, and let's do self dot geometry 400 by 200, for example. And let's give self dot title creating label. Okay, and I want self dot app appearance mode. Let's give light, and also let's add label. So here is where you create a label. Self dot label. Where you use CustomTkinter dot ctk label. And here is where you give self, and let's give text equal to ctk label, and also give foreground color. You can actually give two colors. It's like either it could be a dark mode or for light mode. You can handle two colors. Like for example, let's give black, and let's also give white. Okay, and let's place it. So self dot label dot place relative x equal to 0.5, which is nothing but we are keeping the label, we are placing it at this center, and relative y equal to 0.5, and let's give anchor to center. Yeah, that's it. And now let's create an object. We have class, but we have to create an object. So app equal to app, and now app dot main loop. Let's change this. Let's configure this and give background color or foreground color white. And here we'll give foreground color as black. It's looking nice and easy. So this is the basic label that we create. So let me break this down for you. First, we created our main window using the app class. Then we made this CTK label and gave it some text called CTK label. And finally, we placed it right in the center of the window using dot place with relative x and relative y and anchor at the center. So when you run this, you will see a simple window. We have already seen this with the label in the middle, which is pretty cool. Now let's create a customized label. That's because this label is little too plain. So let's customize it. So we are going to add more colors, rounded corners, and even make the label text dynamic with something called string var. So let's create it. So all you have to do is create a text variable here. So text variable equal to, here we are going to use Tkinter string var. So we have to obviously import Tkinter first. And then here we'll give value as CTK label, CTK label. You can change this value dynamically, but right now we'll keep it CTK label. And now instead of self dot label, we'll give label equal to custom Tkinter dot CTK label self and text. Here you are going to change it to text variable. And the foreground color is as usual black. And let's give some width and height. So width 120 and height 25, and also give corner radius as 8. Okay, now we are going to place this label dot place in the same position. No change, but all we did is we created a text variable where we can change the value anytime in the program according to, like sometimes when you're working on games or any moving applications, like maybe even weather applications. So at the time, the temperature keeps on changing, right? So you can do calculations and you can change the variable name according to that. So at this time, you will understand the importance of this text variable by using the string var from Tkinter. But for now, just keep that in mind that in order to change the value inside the label, the text value, we need this string var. Now let's run this. I think I have to give capital V here. Every minute thing is really important when it comes to programming. Okay, everything is good, but here the value is not coming properly. Here you have to give text variable. I think now it will work. CTK label. Now it is taking the value. So this is what we have done. So we created a string var. So this is the Tkinter feature that lets us change the label text dynamically later on. And we also controlled the size with width and height. And we gave a foreground color. And you can give two values according to the background color of the system. And that is where we call it tuple because it supports both light and dark modes. But for now, I just gave for light mode. And we gave the corner radius, which is 8. And of course, we still placed it at the center of the window. So we also have few other things when it comes to dealing with variables, which are dot configure to change the label text anytime. And we also have .cget, check what the current text is. And we also have .bind, so that they can actually, like, you can even make your label respond to the clicks. So labels are not just for boring text, they can actually be interactive. Alright friends, let's recap. So today you learned how to create a basic label in CustomTkinter, how to customize it, like using the colors, size and rounded corners. And also we also have some extra tricks like configure, .cget and bind. In the next episode, we'll use labels together with buttons to create a dynamic app. But before that, we also have to complete few more basics related to the custom Tkinter. So let's complete them. We can also build a simple counter where the label updates every time you press a button. You can do that. We are going to do that in upcoming videos. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.